Now in its 10th year, this is Gabnet. Talk like you've never heard it before.
Hey everybody, live from Harlem in New York City. Guess what? It's the Ramble with Alex. That's me. Ladies and gentlemen, he's fabulous. He's wonderful. He's Larry Bubbles Brown. Hello, Lawrence.
Hey, Alex. Yes, winding up yet another year.
Yeah, we're going into our end of the year nuttiness here. What are you doing? You doing anything for it at all?
No, I'm just.
No.
I'll be working. I try to get through with that. I was trying to make a list of the famous people that died the past year. So.
Yeah. And
would Bob Newhart be the most famous?
Well, the one we would care about the most, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We love him and miss him because he was a great comic, So.
Mm-hmm.
How old was he?
Over 90.
Over 90. Yeah. And who we got that just hit 99? Oh, Dick Van Dyke just hit 99. Yeah.
God, that's unbelievable.
Well, what it does is it shows you how old we are.
Yeah. We remember seeing him.
And he got caught in the middle of the fire down in L.A., and they had to get him out of there. And he was on TV a lot, and they were saying he's about to be 99. I think he's already hit 99. I think it was his birthday a day or so ago. And my business manager, Gary, you know Gary.
Yeah.
He just hit 90.
No way, really?
Yeah, we went to his 90th birthday party, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Holy God.
Yeah, he came to New York to have one. He had two parties, one on the West Coast and one on the East Coast, because he had so many friends in both places, so.
So he's in good shape?
Relatively, I think I see a little wear and tear, but for the most part, he's still doing my numbers, He's still doing my taxes every year.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, I think that keeps him alive, though. I think the thing that keeps you alive is you keep working.
Yeah, otherwise you just fade quickly.
You don't find many comics dying young, unless it's by some mishap.
Yeah, there's usually they go. Comics have a reputation for having a bad lifestyle, but a lot of them do live to be. Well, some have made to be 100. So.
You know why? Because they keep working.
Yeah, you got to keep working.
That's the thing that keeps you alive. You start dying when you don't have a job anymore. That's why I keep doing this stupid show every night.
Yeah, so the sad thing, at least you can do it, but the sad thing of your comic, you get to a point where nobody wants to use you. So.
Yeah, that's the problem, too. Well, you're at that age, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah. Sure.
But yet you survived. You've been doing okay,
Okay, yeah.
You may say to yourself, I didn't make that much money this year. I'm not in a high-paid category. But you're still working.
Yeah.
How many comedians do you know went into selling real estate or something,
You know who sells real estate now is Bob Morton.
Bob Morton. Well, Bob Morton, Letterman's former producer.
Yeah.
He's selling. Is it real estate he's doing? Yeah, I guess so.
In Beverly Hills, yeah.
Yeah. So.
It must be high end. So.
Well, I imagine he'd be pretty good at it. Everybody loves Morty, so it's
Yeah.
So, well, I think
I never found out he had a falling out with Letterman. Remember, but I don't know what it was over.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a falling out. I don't know what went on, but all I know is recently with all the gatherings that people have for various people, like the death of Shecky and so on, he got a hold of him or said to him something to the effect of, firing you was a big mistake.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. I mean, one of the reasons I think it was a mistake is, when you have a producer, you want somebody who's on your side, and there was nobody on Letterman's side more than Bob Morton, And he I don't know what brought upon the firing of Bob Morton, but,
Yeah, my first Letterman was actually Morty's first job as producer there.
Well, the last time I saw Morty there, Morty was at Shecky's memorial.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. But let's see here. Who else died this year?
Very funny guy, Dabney Coleman.
Wow, yeah. Did he die? Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was in...
A couple of these people, I don't remember hearing about them dying either.
9 to 5 was his big picture. His big picture. But he was in everything, He was Mary Hartman. You remember that?
Right, yeah. And I thought there was another sitcom he did. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, he did. I think he did his own sitcom, as a matter of fact. There was a point there where he was very employable. I can't talk today. Employable. I can't seem to do my plosives very well today because I have a cold, and I'm taking Dayquil for it. So I have a hard time speaking today. Anyway,
okay.
Who else do you have?
A very funny woman, an actress. Can you remember who it was?
Well, I mean, there are a lot of actresses. Well,
worked with Mel Brooks.
Oh, Eileen Brennan. No.
Apparently, I think dated David Letterman at one time.
Dated David Letterman at one time. Oh, Terry Garr. Terry Garr. Yes, I knew a guy who was dating her as well. He was the former producer on Ed Sullivan, then went over to, what did he go over to? I can't remember his name now even, but he produced the One Night Stands for HBO, and that's how I got to know him. And he was Terry Garr's boyfriend at the time. So, and I considered him very lucky because I always found her highly attractive.
Very attractive, and looked like she was a very nice person.
Yeah. And good at comedy. Good at comedy.
Oh, yeah.
And she had never done comedy, I think, before Young Frankenstein.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then she found out she could do it, and she did it.
She did it great.
Yeah, she did it terrific. Yeah, Terry Garr. Okay, so I got that one. Okay, another one.
James Earl Jones.
Oh, wow, yes, we lost him. Wow. That's a loss because... what?
Yeah, I remember him from, he was Dr. Strangelove.
Well, he was in Dr. Strangelove, yeah. A lot of people just remember him as the voice of Darth Vader.
Yeah, and CNN.
This is CNN, right. And I wonder how much he got paid to say this is CNN. I bet it was a fortune.
Could have been, yeah.
Because, I mean, it's just, you can't, you couldn't hire him cheap, all right, to do voices. And he kind of got upstaged by, who's the other black actor that's currently does a lot of commercials? I think we're going to lose him soon because he's really old.
Morgan Freeman?
Morgan Freeman, right. Morgan Freeman. Echo? How old is Morgan Freeman?
Morgan Freeman is 87 years old.
87 years old. So,
Yeah, one of my favorite actors.
Everybody's favorite actor. He's terrific. He's terrific. But he is starting to get old, and his voice is kind of starting to go. But, man, there was a time when he was on every other commercial, So, anyway. So anyway, give me another one. Give me another one. Who do we lose this year?
Emmett Walsh.
Emmett Walsh, among other things, he did the Coen Brothers' first big film, which was I can't remember the name of it now. But he was.
Yeah, what was it?
Oh well, I can look it up here. And
1984. He played a real creepy guy.
well, he played a detective who was kind of screwing her over, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Let me see here. Let me look here. I'll find out here in a second. Let's see here. Doesn't list all the movies. Doesn't list every film. Damn it. Let's see here. A writer. I got it. Oh, there we go. What is it? Blood Simple. That was it.
Blood Simple. Okay.
Yeah. And Emmett Walsh. If people don't know who we're talking about, look up Emmett Walsh, and you'll see his picture, and you go, "Oh, him," and then you say the.
He was the biggest character actor, I think, for 2 or 3 decades.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, and you look at his picture, and you go, "Wasn't he the guy who was in that thing?" It's always what they say. Wasn't he the guy who was in that thing? Yeah, right. That gives me a real clue as to who he might be. So. Anyway, what's next? Give me another one.
Chris Christopherson.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I always had a tepid feeling about Chris Christopherson because I couldn't figure out what he was. Was he a great?
Yeah, he was like a writer, an actor, a singer.
Yeah,
what was he?
He did everything, And he did it well. I mean, you can't you can't fault him for not writing great songs. You maybe could fault him for not doing great acting because name something he was in. Here we go.
A Star Is Born.
Star Is Born. Right. That's the one you can immediately remember. But most of his stuff is not memorable.
Right,
he was good. He was good in all of it, but it's just not memorable, and I can't remember. I think he was in Blade, I think, where he played the friend of the half vampire, Blade, played by the guy who was in, oh, God. See, I've gotten to the point where I can't remember names at all. If you're pressing me for the name, I can't remember them. If I'm not being pressed for the name, I can come right out with them. It's really weird. I think it's called senility, folks. All right. More dead people this year.
I got 2 more. Oscar-winning actress. I think she's English.
Oscar-winning actor. Oh, you're asking me. Okay.
Yes.
I think she's English. No, it wasn't. No. Who are you talking about?
Maggie Smith.
Oh, yes, of course. How could I not forget? You suddenly your mind starts going through old actresses, And the name I keep coming up with is Judi Dench, but of course she's still alive.
She's 90, yeah.
Yeah, but she's what?
She's 90.
Wait a minute. Echo, how old is Judi Dench?
Judi Dench is 90 years old.
90 years old? Wow, I didn't know she was 90.
Yeah.
She can't see anymore. She's blind, practically.
Ugh.
But she still acts. That's the interesting part about it. And she what she can't do is she can't read scripts, so people have to read them to her, and she has to memorize them that way. So,
I'd rather be dead.
well, I don't know. Death's awfully. The trouble with death, okay, is it's terribly permanent. And if you say, I wish I were dead, and all of a sudden say, wish granted, well, there's nothing left, I'm planning on living forever, okay? So far, nothing's gotten me. That's knocking on wood, okay? Anyway, give me another one.
We got one more.
If I'm a
One
little
more.
loopy today, folks, it's also because I have the Dayquil in me. I got the Dayquil in me. Anyway, go ahead.
He was in a movie with Sylvester Stallone's first big movie.
Let's see, that would be Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
Although I remember him in other movies before that. A Death Race he was in, before that. Let me see here. Burgess Meredith?
No, that's a good guess.
I think Burgess Meredith's probably been dead for years.
Quite a while. Yeah.
Yes. I know because I saw this, and I of course, you got to tell me. But I when you say it, I'm going to hit myself on the head. Okay, go ahead.
Carl
Weathers. Yes.
Yeah.
He was. How old was he when he died? Did they say?
I don't have it here. No.
Okay, hold on a second. Echo, how old was Carl Weathers when he died?
Carl Weathers died at 76 years old in 2024 in Venice, California. His cause of death was atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease.
Okay. Did you hear that?
I didn't hear what he died of.
He died of cardiovascular disease.
Okay.
Yeah. And he had just kind of made a comeback. He was doing one of those. He did that show, The Mandalorian, which was very big, and so he kind of had a comeback. So I guess I don't know if his death was a surprise to him. He probably knew he had this heart problem. Sometimes they don't know that though, and I go, "Gee, you're an actor. You made a lot of money. Can't you afford a doctor?"
Well, sometimes they creep up on you and they miss it.
Yeah.
I know people with good doctors that have.
Anybody else? That's it, huh?
That was it, yes.
Well, I'll add one more. Christy Frazier.
Your beloved producer and everyone's beloved friend.
Yeah, and we loved her dearly. She was the best, And didn't I lose somebody else this year? I've been losing people a lot. We just announced it on the show here that Lori Thompson has cancer.
Oh, I didn't know.
And she's going through, what do you call it, radiation and chemotherapy. But she says the doctors say they think it's pretty curable. So every time we hear the word cancer, we go, "Oh my God!"
I know.
You start sending letters to the person going, "It's been nice knowing you," But,
That's true.
But I've had cancer twice. I had the prostate cancer, which was very minor, so highly curable, especially at my age. And we're almost going on the 5-year mark and no signs of it coming back. Knock on wood. And then I got the leukemia, which again is a form of leukemia that you don't die from, you die with. Okay? So, I mean, I've had cancer twice, so shouldn't you be absolutely shocked by that?
You should, yeah.
Yeah. And I begin to think, is God trying to get me? I mean, and he's just not succeeding, or what's the story here? So, I've had it twice, and none of them were, knock on wood, deadly. So, whatever.
And your arteries are clear.
Well, actually, my heart's pretty good. I got a little stenosis in the aorta, an aortic stenosis, but that is not uncommon in somebody my age. I mean, it's just stiffening of that artery and kind of the little bit of blockage, but so little that they call it a minor stenosis. And my doctor says you probably will die from that at 150. So
wow.
It's so my heart's in pretty good shape. I have my heart checked every year, every couple of years at least. He does what do you call it? Electric? No, not electrocardiogram. It's another thing they do where they use a. It's like they give you. Oh God, I'm trying to think here. What is the thing where you try to see what the child is in a woman? That's called
sonogram.
Sonogram. Yeah. Well, this is like a sonogram for the heart, and it looks at my aorta to make sure it hasn't gotten worse, and it hasn't. So. Thanks for helping me with words today, Bubbles.
it's a NyQuil working against you.
It's Dayquil. It's not NyQuil. It's Dayquil. Yeah, it's working against me. I don't sound screwed up, do I? Here particularly?
No.
Oh, okay. See, I just did it. I don't sound. I don't sound. Oh well, I'm just getting old.
You're a pro. You get through it.
We do this. This is going to be on this Friday, so I will say. Last Wednesday I turned 85.
That's congratulations.
I had nothing to do with it. I like when everybody says, "Oh, you're 85." Oh, let's a big round of applause for being 85, and I go, "Why am I getting a round of applause?"
Well, you do have something to do with it. I mean, you took care of yourself.
I never took care of myself. You kidding me? I didn't say, "Oh, I've got to eat all the right things." More granola in my, I may have a little bit of kidney dysfunction. I may have a little bit of that.
You didn't smoke,
but I stopped smoking, which is the best thing I ever did.
That was big.
But I stopped smoking. I never drank. I was never a drinker.
You're never a drinker.
And I
like me. No.
Well, I look at my friends. Somebody like Shecky. Shecky was a drinker, heavy drinker, and drank every day of his life. I didn't know it. I didn't realize it because he hit it really well.
Boy, he must have hit it really well.
Really well. But
you never saw him drunk.
I probably did, but I didn't know it.
Jeez.
I should have known it when we traveled across the country, and we stopped in Wyoming to go into a Costco, and he came out with 2 giant bottles of vodka.
That was a hint.
That should have been a hint to me. But, these kind of things you don't pay attention to because you've known the person so long they keep doing this stuff, and they're never drunk around you, and I'm very sensitive to drunks. Okay, if somebody's drunk, I just don't like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable, But I never had that feeling from him. Never, ever. And yet he was doing alcohol a lot, and eventually he died of basically cirrhosis of the liver. So, and he died at 69, 67? I can't remember what age he died at.
I thought you said 67.
I think it was maybe 67. It was awfully early.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe I did take care of myself by omission, that I didn't like drinking, and I stopped smoking because I knew that was bad for me. And here I am, I'm 85, The prostate probably got the best of me a couple of years back, But then again, I had many good years of using it. So how can I complain, right?
Yes. You didn't exercise a lot.
I didn't exercise a lot. No, you run every day.
Yeah, so it shows you that exercise doesn't help.
And by the way, I rewatched that documentary with you and Will Durst and Johnny Steele, which is on, where did I see it? It was actually popped up on YouTube.
I never saw it. So
you never saw it?
I can't watch myself, so I never.
Yeah, it's very good. It's quite good, I mean, of course, I'm no fan of Johnny Steele's, but I am fans of you and Will Durst, and the two of you come off just great in this thing.
Really?
You come off kind of very much the quintessential comedian who's still working.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, you come off really good in that documentary.
So it's not negative for me.
No, not at all, not at all. And they even have Paula Poundstone telling the story of how she gave you the name Bubbles. You know.
That's funny.
So, have you ever been back to a hot tub at all since then?
No, I don't know how he did it then. There's just such a petri dish of bacteria. I can't believe I ever got in one.
Yeah. I've done them on a couple of occasions. They're only good for having sex. Yeah. So, and everybody else feels the same way. So you can imagine what that petri dish is full of.
Yeah, reeking of what is it, chlorine and
spermatozoa.
Yeah.
By the way, spermatozoa is a funnier term than sperm. Okay, if you're going to talk about one time we should do a thing about funny words. That there's certain
I love words.
Certain words you use in comedy and certain words you don't use in comedy, and the words that a word like spermatozoa, I think, is funnier than sperm.
Much funnier, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, listen, have yourself a merry little Christmas. Are you going to do anything particularly?
Oh, not really. Like your mother, I try to just get through it. What was the phrase she had about Christmas?
Oh, my father.
At our throats.
Christmas is at our throats again, my father used to say. And then New Year's, you're probably working somewhere, right?
I'm working at the Throckmorton, yes.
Throckmorton, yeah. Okay, well, listen, have yourself a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
You too, and have a happy 25.
And we easily passed 250 of these things.
We'll hit 325.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, his nibs, Mr. Larry Bubbles Brown. Bye, Bubs.
Bye-bye.
Now in its 10th year, this is GabNet. Talk like you've never heard it before.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it, Larry. Always appreciate it. He does it quite often for me, once a week, actually. And we've been doing it, I think, for I don't know how many years it's been, but I do know it's been somewhere over 250 episodes. Pretty good, huh? I kind of like it, So anyway, let me just grab, oh, wait a second. Here, wait a minute. What do I want? No, I don't want that. I don't want that. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Oh, really? I'm trying to... Oh, no, that's not it. That's not it. I'm sorry. I got to figure out what I'm doing here. Okay, participants. Okay, there we are. I don't know. I keep forgetting how to do everything these days. Okay, all righty. Let's bring people in here. Let's admit the ones that are here already. We got Charlie Wallace, and we've got Alan, and we've got Josh. Hello, Josh. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Thank you all for joining us on the last show of the year, the last Ramble of the year. We'll be doing a show on Monday with our Monday group, and then we'll be doing a show on New Year's Eve, in which I guess everybody's invited.
Okay.
Although I had somebody write me and yell and scream about me allowing certain people in last year, because they said, "Oh, I don't want to listen to them," And I went, "Come on, and I won't say which one of you, but you can guess." Okay. Anyway, yeah, right. Joy Nelson is going to join us here. We had Joy on last night, and it's nice to have. Oh, I don't want to listen to them, And I went, "Come on, Wait a minute, Joy.
Hold on, I'm working on it. Oh my goodness, the thing works. My background works.
Here.
It's weird.
Yeah, well, it kind of works, and you had your audio wrong there for a second. I don't want to listen to them.
Hold on. Oh, hold on. There we go.
There we go. Okay, now you're all right. Yeah,
Almost
get rid of
right.
that
I'm
background.
getting there.
It's a little.
No, hold on, I'm working on it.
Joy to the world.
The thing is that it
The built-in
flopped.
finger. My background works. It's weird.
Wait a minute. Your audio is still.
Your audio wrong.
There we go.
God, I'm getting dizzy.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I did it through the app tonight instead of like doing it through the browser. So like trying to get,
Yeah. Well, we understand. We forgive you. Now try and get rid of that background. It just doesn't work. See,
That's what I was working on last night that I wanted to test because I have a Zoom meeting this week, but it's not working with the couch, is it?
But you see the background, how it keeps going in and out?
Yeah, it's my couch.
Yeah. I never use that. I use a green screen actually, but I do have used. If you have the right lighting, that won't happen. But for instance, I have a chair here behind me, which you can see. Okay, but if I do it that way, the chair disappears. So anyway, welcome Joy back. She'll get rid of that background.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to figure this out.
All you got to do is go over to where it says video.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Up. There we go.
No, don't turn that off.
It didn't work.
And then you want to go to video setting. Oh, no, you want to go to background and effects.
Hold on.
Background and effects.
Video settings. And yeah, that background isn't going to work. But that's what I was messing with yesterday when I decided to join.
Adjust background and effects, and you can get rid of you can get rid of the you just go none on the pictures there for the background. That'll probably help you. But anyway,
looking for it.
Plus, your background is backwards.
It wasn't when I set it up. I had to reverse the picture to do this, and it's weird. Now it's like, okay. See, it's like I've just been working on this week because I have a Zoom meeting coming up, and I said, "Oh wow, this was like something I had to review, right?"
Yeah.
So this product that I had
don't get fancy with Zoom. Never get fancy with Zoom.
But I said, that might make a really festive background, and it's like, okay, it was good thought. It didn't work out in the execution, but.
Yeah. Well, anyway, hello to Bree, who is in, I guess, a drugstore in Malaysia.
No, I'm in a gadget store called Ninja.
Oh, it's a gadget store? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love these stores. There's a bunch of them all around. You can just get anything you want here.
What's it called?
This one is called Ninjas with a Z.
Mm-hmm.
Ninjas Gadgets.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cool.
Look at all the stuff there. Yeah, that's like a.
Oh yeah.
It's like a Best Buy.
Yeah. So it looks like.
But you see, the cool thing about it is in Malaysia, we still have these independently run shops. So there's like five in this district, and so you can walk around. And I always try to get the prices from 2 or 3 before I buy, because like I'll go to buy something and then I'll find. Okay, it's 20 here, but it's 15 at the other, 18 at the other. So you still have competition.
Yeah. Well, what it is, it's kind of like almost like a Radio Shack.
Yeah.
Where you used to be able to get
That's
every
right, for the modern
plug
day
and doodad that you needed.
That's right. Yeah, I bought one of these the other day for my iPad Mini, and I'm buying a case for my iPad 10.
Have you got your speaker on your iPad?
No, they're playing music in the store.
Oh, I know. I'm saying, are you using your iPad?
Yes, I'm using my iPad Mini 7.
And are you listening to us through your earphones, or you're listening to us through your speaker?
I'm listening through my Sony WXM5 noise canceling.
All right. Needn't brag.
Which are the latest. The problem with these, the battery goes dead. I had the XM3s, XM4s, and the XM3 I just gave them away. But the XM4s I ordered from AliExpress the replacement batteries because I only had them a year. You pay $300 and they only last a year.
Well, I bought these for $129, and they tend to not. Sometimes the audio is going, and sometimes it's not, and I can't I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what's wrong with it. But if you take those earbuds and you try to use them with, say your Mac, and I'm trying to do the show, I can't use them because there's a delay on the earphones.
Yeah, these ones, the Basius that I have, they have an app, and you can hit low latency. Do you have the app for it?
No.
No. Okay. See, all of these are excellent, and
I'll tell you what happened.
there's some really good ones.
Folks, you're gonna love this. Okay. See I have a new mouse because my other one, the battery started getting wonky on me, so I haven't. I sent off to the Apple store to get a new one, and they delivered it to my home. But they said they couldn't deliver it because I wasn't here. And then I answered the bell, and the guy came up and gave it to me. And then they wrote me and told me that they were giving me my money back because they couldn't deliver it to me. So I now have a free mouse from Apple. Thank you very much, Apple. I appreciate it. After all these years of spending hundreds of thousands of dollars with you, it's nice to know that I got something for free. Anyway, hello, Josh. How are you, Josh?
Good. I'm good. Thank you.
Last ramble of the year, huh?
Yeah. Sounds like it.
Yep. But we will be doing a show on New Year's Eve at 11:30 Eastern Time, in case anybody's
Yeah, we'll do that.
interested. We'll just do an hour and we'll play Auld Lang Syne or some version of it that isn't going to get me in trouble with YouTube.
You mean you're going to be there Christmas Eve?
No, New Year's Eve.
Oh, New Year's
Why
Eve.
would I do?
Okay, I'll be in Bangkok. I will call in from Bangkok if I'm able to.
Yeah, it just said that my thing here is overloading. It makes no sense at all. Every now and then I've gotten this off of my, what do you call it, off my OBS studio, and it goes, you're over something or another. And then all of a sudden it disappears, and I'm fine, and I haven't dropped any frames, and, so I don't get it. Anyway, so I will miss you all for a period of about 2 weeks, about a week, starting from Monday till a Monday 2 weeks later. I will be off, except for that one special. So, So what we should do right now is sum up the year. Anybody want to sum up the year? Okay, well, you all sound excited about that prospect. Well, it's been a horrible year, hasn't it?
I've had better years.
I've had better. I've lived 85 of them. Okay, I've gone around the sun 85 times, and I can't say that I can remember a worse year than this one. Okay, so
Yeah.
anyway, but it could have been better, What do you think is the highlight of the year, Josh? Any highlights?
Oh no, nothing. I don't know really, to be honest with you. I don't know that anything jumps out at me as a highlight.
What's just a highlight?
I said I don't really know that anything comes up as a highlight this year, to be honest with you.
Yeah, nothing that makes you really happy, right?
Nothing in particular, no. I mean,
Yeah.
as far as the national affairs and things of that go, nothing really jumps out there. A lot of it this year was negative.
Yeah. So, shall we all have a suicide pact going here?
No, I had one good highlight. My grandson was born a month ago. My first grandson. So.
First grandson.
Yeah.
That's That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. I don't have any children, so I never could get the pleasure of that. Do you have any kids, Joy?
Nope, never wanted kids.
Good.
I said I'd never get married. I did that twice. Not anymore. And I said I'd never have kids. That promise I kept,
Yeah.
except for animals,
And not having any kids was your choice, right? I mean, it
Oh,
wasn't
absolutely.
it wasn't a
Absolutely.
biological problem or anything like that.
Nope, 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 nope. Well, actually, yeah, I didn't get pregnant, and uh, uh, at least one of my husbands had kids, so I knew it wasn't a problem with him. But I did get knocked up in my mid 40s, believe it or not.
So you took care of that one, huh?
Took care of that one.
Well, you
And
know
I
something,
keep
I got to
thinking with
tell
the
you.
abortion laws, it's like because I felt stupid even getting a pregnancy test. It's like I'm like 40 some odd years old. My fertility dropped by 50%. I never got knocked up before. This can't be, right? But I was getting morning sickness, and it's like, but I'm getting nauseous every day, and I
You weren't
missed my
listening to my show or anything, were you? I mean,
no,
oh,
no. In fact, I was doing a trade show in Vegas. And when it's like, I just keep getting nauseous at 5 p.m. every day. This is crazy. And after a couple of months or so, I said, it's a stupid thing, a silly thing. I got a pregnancy test, and sure as shit, I was knocked up. I call
wow.
them demon seed to this day.
Well, I never had any kids. Okay, I maybe had one, but it was given away. And I never had the right to try but I don't know if it was mine. I just assumed that it was mine. But the doctor that I talked to said, don't assume that. you know. But anyway, I never had any kids. And one of the reasons why is because I had this situation that happened when I was 18. It was very traumatic. And and the kid was given away by the mother for adoption. And so always was very careful when I would have sex with somebody to make sure either they were protected or I was protected, okay? And I spent my whole life in fear of having a kid by somebody that I didn't want to have a kid by.
Exactly. That was it.
And I found that after something like 40 years, I perhaps had been hedging my bets too long. I was now getting to a point where it didn't look like I was going to have any.
Did you want them?
If a kid came along by somebody I cared about, I would be very happy to have one. But it wasn't that I wanted them. It wasn't like I was going out and saying, hey, let's go out and have a baby. Okay, anybody want to be the mother? Okay, fine, good. No. But I just kept holding off and holding off and holding off, and then it was too late. And then I met up with my wife, Marjorie, and she had never had any kids. And it wasn't because she couldn't have them. It was almost for the same identical reason, And
In your
so-
commitment, you better be sure of who you're having that kid with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they
we-
do hang around.
Huh?
I said, yeah, the mother of your kids does hang around.
Well, the fear that I had was that if you have a kid by somebody, you're linked to that person pretty much for the rest of your life. Whether you want to be. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? Whether you
Absolutely.
want to be or not. I mean, you have ex-wives, right?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. You have ex-wives, right, Charlie?
Yeah, two of them.
And you're linked to them, and you're linked to them forever, whether you like it or not, because you
At
have
least
kids
18
by
years
them.
for sure.
Huh?
At least 18 years for sure.
Well, even more than
Better
that.
plan on raising it yourself because you can't count on the other person to help you out financially or anything. And as it turns out, Demon Seed, I think the kid would have been 10 years old when he died. I don't know how he died, but I saw his obituary.
Who died? Who died?
Demon Seed, the one person who did manage to knock me up in my mid-40s.
Mhm.
So, and I always said, if you can't afford to raise this kid on your own, don't count on anybody else to help you. You better plan on doing all of it yourself, and so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's
Well,
let's
to do
face
that.
it. The woman has a bigger problem because the guy can always leave town. The woman can't say, "Well, I just got pregnant. I'm leaving town." I mean, that's not what it's all about. Oh God, he's going to eat again.
Well, it's lunchtime.
Oh, he was looking at food. He was looking at food. He hasn't. Oh, what is that? Are those duck or are those chickens?
Uh,
Are those ducks or chickens?
That's chicken.
It's chicken. You know something? No matter where you go in the world, whether it's Malaysia or New York City, when there's a chicken hanging in the window, they all look alike.
Yep.
Although, do they leave a little bit of the heads up there, the necks up there more than we do here? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, boy, that's delicious. That looks great.
Yeah, it does look great.
Have you eaten already, or are you looking?
I did eat. I was just in my Japanese restaurant. I have to be there at 11:30 when they open, or I won't get a seat.
Oh,
So-
I see.
Now you're an hour later, so I'm pretty much done.
Oh, okay.
Now I might get my Dubai brownie, the pistachio kunifa brownie. Are you familiar with the Dubai chocolate bar?
Well, you say a Dubai brownie, it sounds like some kind of sexual act.
No, it's the latest thing. It's pistachio with a kunifa crunch, and they put it in chocolate. I think it's too sweet with the milk chocolate. I've been trying to see if they make a dark chocolate version, but we're just getting it now to Malaysia. I hear they have it in New York City.
Dubai chocolate?
Yes. Some bars can go up for $600.
What?
What? How big are
Yeah.
these bars?
You got to look, just Google Dubai chocolate pistachio kunifa.
I see. A
And,
Dubai chocolate will cost you $600, and you're telling me it's not a sexual act.
It's not.
Well,
Yeah, so I'm
anyway.
going now I might get that brownie if they have it
Better
at the
be better
cafe
than
up here.
extra
And I've got
definitely.
to cash in a lottery ticket that won me a couple bucks.
Oh, okay. This is very exciting, by the way, folks. This is what makes the Ramble the exciting program that it's always been.
I have to find out what a Dubai brownie really is. Wow.
See if there's where you live where again?
I live south of Kuala Lumpur.
Wait a minute, but you're Florida. You're in Florida, right?
I am.
Yeah.
Oh,
And look up a Dubai brownie and see if.
Dubai chocolate bar, Dubai brownie. The
Ooh,
brownie is a derivation of the chocolate bar.
Dubai brownies, $21.87 on Etsy.
oh.
On Etsy?
No, it's cheap.
$29.95 on Goldbelly. I don't know what that is. Target has them for $9.98. Oh wait, no, that's
What?
a brownie trio planter. But
Look
Dubai
up the chocolate bar.
Well, this is
Yeah, we
certain.
gotta,
This is education.
Wow, that
Yawning
looks
for?
good.
it is good.
Alan,
I had one
Holy
yesterday.
cow.
Yeah, that's good.
Alan, what are you
Wow.
yawning for? Do you have something better to bring up?
No, not at all.
Did the government shut down? I don't know. I haven't
No, the
watched
government didn't shut down, I don't think.
Oh.
No.
You know, it always comes really close to shutting down, and then it never does. So I don't get bothered by it anymore, you know? Although, how do you like the fact that Elon Musk is now running the country?
Yep.
Probably better than Trump.
I doubt it.
Oh.
Dubai chocolate bar pistachio, $34.99 on Amazon.
$34.99, and how big is it?
Pretty big. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. Has like 20 squares on it. Like
Oh,
a
I
big
see. Okay.
bar.
All right. Okay.
It's a good chunk, yeah.
2.6 ounces. It says right on the side there.
No, what is that? What is this? What is this
I
you're
put
holding?
this in my morning smoothie. It's Plant Omega. It's made here in Malaysia. It's got a bunch of whole grains in it. So every day I'm making sure I get the
Laxative.
whole grains.
Okay, that's nice.
This looks good. Etsy has it for $9.98. Cheaper on
Yeah, but that
Etsy
might be
now.
less
Good.
than the $34 one.
Walmart has it too.
Wow.
$14.98. They all look basically the same.
14.
But Alex,
Huh?
this is kind of interesting, but if anybody has a prescription drug that you use, I could ask here what the cost is, and you can tell me what you're paying. What do you think?
That's too depressing.
I guarantee you it'll be cheaper here.
Up to what schedule?
Huh?
Up to what scheduled drug can you get there? Over the
We don't have that idea of scheduled. I think that's a U.S. federal designation. Yeah, so we don't have that. You can get anything.
So in other words, if you have a drug there, it's just they
It's
just
just a
sell
drug.
it there.
Yeah.
That's it.
I
So
can get
you could say,
anything.
give me some OxyContin, and you could just get it.
I don't know. Do you want me to ask?
No, don't. You might
Not
get
really,
arrested.
you know. It's like
Trouble.
What? No, I wouldn't get in trouble.
they've got to
This
have
is an
like
educational.
a controlled substance
Oxycontin's
or
cheap. It's
something.
No,
generic.
ask. Okay, here's a good one for you.
Okay.
Ask for fentanyl patches.
Fentanyl patches.
I think at some point they do have some kind of a schedule on those.
No, I don't know. Could be that in Malaysia they might say, "Hey, we don't allow this drug here or there." Yes, Alan.
No, it's a Schedule II narcotic in the United States.
What?
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl's a Schedule II. Is that the highest you can go?
Yeah, well, one has no medical use, so like they have cocaine and marijuana and stuff like that in there. So
Crazy.
Narcosin. What is Narcosin?
yeah, really sounds good.
Oh no.
Send it.
I
Let
have
us
no
try
idea.
it.
Heartwood acacia catachia extract, Radix utilera mastinalis.
What
No
is
idea.
it?
I don't know.
Over-the-counter narcotics, kind of cool.
This is one I usually get. I get the B, the vitamin Bs.
Yeah.
Right next to the Narcosin.
Go
figure.
Is the heavier stuff behind a counter like it is here? Is it out there just for you to pick off? Huh?
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
This stuff is just out here.
Oh, so
And
they
then
do
that-
have
that's
a
what that
pharmacy counter where
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What drug do you take, Alex? Do you take anything?
Yeah, heroin.
All right, forget it. I'm gonna
They
pay
don't
and
have
go get my
schedules,
brownie.
You never know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you had your chance to ask if you were curious.
Well, I could ask you, but I know that I get it pretty cheap though. I go through Costco and I get most of my stuff very cheap.
Well, that's why I'd like to check, see if it's.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's talk to some other people here. Josh?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Josh. Anything on your mind lately? Anything bothering you? Anything you see that you don't like or you do like or?
I see a lot of things I don't like.
Yeah.
Well, I've been pretty busy because I'm finishing this second degree, and I have the thesis that needs to be turned in by Monday, so I'm wrapping it up,
Oh,
formatting.
so you're
it.
writing your thesis.
Yeah, it's written, so
Oh, okay.
it's wroten. I just need to
It's
turn it in.
Roten.
I gotta, you gotta format the sections and a bunch of crap to make it meet the style guide.
Just this one.
So I'm a little checked out a little bit this weekend, but I'm aware of what's going on. The government it might still be on track, possibly for a shutdown. The Senate still had to pass the
spending measure, and I had it on that channel for a while, and I changed it. I don't know if they voted yet or not. Could put it on there and find out, I guess.
Now I'll look on CNN.
I think they probably did it. Let me see here. Let me look at Drudge.
I'm gonna say they probably didn't because C-SPAN is live. It's 11:30 and the chamber is full at 11:30 on a Friday night. So that tells me,
according to CNN, Senate expected to vote on bill.
so they haven't. I would say they haven't voted yet. They may be doing the roll call now. I'm not without the volume up. It's hard to tell, but.
As of 11:06.
Yeah, looks like they're getting ready to do their roll call. Because, like I said, the chamber's full. So if the chamber's full, they only go there when they got something to do. Otherwise, they go eat a free lunch that we paid for. But, I did like the way they came out and the other day and talked about how they had the discussions and they're going to shut the government down and all this other stuff. And I thought it was nice that they did so coming out of their luncheon, that I'm sure we all paid
Drudge
for.
here.
Nice they all went and ate a free lunch and then decided, to shut the fucking government down after they got done.
Drudge here has a headline: "Government shutdown averted." So.
Well, maybe, I don't know. I mean, right now it says they're voting. No, they haven't voted yet. No, U.S. Senate vote on extending government funding ahead. Currently, though, they're in a roll call vote for the Cruz Amendment to H.R. 82, the Social Security Fairness Act. So they have quite a bit of.
What is the Social Security Fairness Act?
The House passed, and I think the Senate's going to pass too, some changes to Social Security to give back some Social Security funding to people who previously had it taken away. Because they got other pensions that they deemed it unnecessary for them to have Social Security. So I don't know when, but years ago, they scaled back the amount of Social Security payments that people could get who had been like police officers or teachers, people who were in these private jobs or maybe public service jobs that had sort of a union attached that had like a high yielding pension plan that came with it. They didn't allow those people to receive Social Security payments in some cases or nearly as much as other people. But for some reason, they decided that they were going to change that and give them more Social Security payments. So
my brother and sister don't get Social Security.
Yeah, I think, and I don't know if I don't think they changed it to like full Social Security and all that. But they're changing it so that they can get some, at least, I believe now.
Charlie, why'd you say your what didn't get Social Security? Who?
My brother and sister don't get Social Security. My brother was a Department of Education employee, so he has federal retirement. He doesn't get Social Security. Right. And my sister was a teacher in Chicago for 40 years, and so
they don't get it, but they're changing it to where they can get some. Yeah. Now, and the thing is too that you got to remember that while those people are working, they typically, in most cases, they don't pay the Social Security tax that you would pay.
Okay.
They don't take that out. They instead only take money to put into that private pension fund. Like most teachers, or at least in Ohio, they don't have Social Security come out of their paycheck. In Ohio, it goes to the Ohio Teachers Retirement Fund, OTRF or whatever, and the state of Ohio doles it out as a pension for them when they retire. So they don't pay Social Security tax.
Yep. But I got two things taken out. My state pension was taken out every month, and my Social Security was taken out. So
so they don't pay Social Security tax, at least not on that job. Now, if they have like another job or like they work in the summer or whatever, I mean, they pay on that. But then it still kind of sucks for them because, again, when they retire, even though they did pay some in over their life, they're not eligible to hardly get anything or get nothing at all. And I think that's some of the changes that they made. So I guess it passed the House. It'll probably pass the Senate, but I'm sure Biden will pass it. I don't know what Ted Cruz's amendment is. It just says he's probably got some amendment that says, if you you got to pray to Jesus twice a day or some shit to be eligible.
Or if you
So,
live in a blue state, you don't get it.
you know, I mean,
Well, one of the
if your next door
headlines.
neighbor is a Mexican or something like
Yeah.
that, you're
One of the headlines on Drudge is Elon in charge, followed by another statement: "Who elected him?"
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I did hear a lot of talk the last, couple decades about unelected bureaucrats making decisions in Washington and how terrible and undemocratic and just downright dirty that was. And then as soon as it's two unelected bureaucrats that they basically want to suck the dick of, all of a sudden it's fine. So I mean, I have a hard time believing that if Barack Obama had come to the podium and said, we're going to cut some government spending and we're going to make good sense of it, and I'm going to appoint Jeff Bezos and Mark Cuban to head a commission to do it, I think they would have had a real problem with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But suddenly it's okay, and not only is it okay, but even the people that they put on are okay. I mean, before all this started, I could probably go get you 20, 30, 40 people right now who 2 years ago today, for example, were like, wow, the Elon Musk, he's such a piece of crap. These electric cars are junk. It takes more electricity to build these damn things than they'll ever save. And these batteries, they making all this technology and they don't even know how to recycle it yet. This is such a scam. I can't believe the government's giving these people any money. I mean, just on and on and on. And then all of a sudden, that was one day at noon, and at 12:15, Trump says, I like Elon Musk. And then all of a sudden it was like, wow, this guy, he's so smart, and he has this big company, and these electric cars are just so innovative. I mean, it's just amazing the way people would change their perspective just because
Well, they
of
say that Elon
someone.
Musk has made a lot of money in the last couple of months.
Yeah, there was some information that says it's gone up, tens of billions of dollars. Yeah.
Shit,
We
I
now
thought
live in a
over
plutocracy. In case you didn't realize, we are in a plutocracy period.
Yeah.
Just so you know, that's what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, Musk or whoever is, like, to me, is beside the point in a way. I just find it, I don't even want to say comical because it's really not funny, but it's just so odd that people that I know of before any of this started, that, like I said, a year or 2 years ago, if you would have just said, what do you think about, Elon Musk? I mean, they would have just railed about what a Looney Tunes he is, and he's building all this crap we don't need and
Well,
all
I
this,
don't
and then
know
all of
that.
a
I
sudden
don't
Trump
know.
liked him, and now they love him.
Josh, I don't know that people aren't already saying that about him anyway, because I imagine that even some Republicans are going, "Who elected him president?"
Well, there may be, but I mean, I guess I'm just talking about regular, people that
Now,
I worked or lived around.
I don't know if this is true, and I'm not going to, I'm not going to say this as gospel, but it almost seems as though Trump is too lazy to be president, and he's handing it over to Musk.
Well, all he did was play golf last time.
Huh? What'd you say?
All Trump did was play golf last time. He played golf like every weekend.
Yeah.
Every week.
Yeah. But
Whatever Cruz's amendment was, apparently no one liked it because it didn't pass.
Oh, good. Nobody likes Cruz. I still don't know how he keeps getting elected here.
I mean the Musk thing is, I mean, it is, he's not elected by anybody. Neither is this, Ramaswamy guy. And I mean, I don't get it, but
I think it's that we've got a guy here in Trump, okay, who is just too lazy to be president. And he's letting other people do it. Oh, look who we've got here.
Yeah.
We've got Santa. Hello, Santa. Wait a minute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now we can, yeah.
Okay.
Is that your favorite booze of choice, Santa?
That's right. Hang on a minute.
In other words,
I've got you in the background. I'm pulling a Jeff. Let me see here. Shut off my damn thing.
Yeah. Anyway, if I
There we go.
if I was planning on leaving you some milk and cookies, would it be better I just left you some Maker's Mark?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's fine. Kids,
Merry
if you're
effing
watching
Christmas.
this, don't do like Santa does. Okay.
I think Santa's got the right idea.
Yeah.
Warms the belly.
Now you see, you wonder, ladies and gentlemen, if in fact what I have here is real, and that's as real as Santa Claus as you're gonna get.
That's right.
Look,
See, it doesn't
pull
come
on
off.
it. Go ahead, pull on it really hard. Yeah.
That's what all the little brats do.
Yeah.
Yep. So, Santa, how's everything up at the North Pole? Or is that where you are?
It's lovely.
You look like you're in Kevin's home. But
It's melting.
it's melting.
Yeah, climate change, you know.
You had global warming up there, do you, Santa?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. We don't even have to build a fire anymore.
Yeah. Every year we
You'll be seeing in a couple years, you know, the whales will be coming up onto your front door and everything else.
Yeah. Anybody have any kids out there want to talk to Santa?
I don't see any.
Hmm?
Good. This is R-rated.
You're not an R-rated Santa. You haven't said anything R-rated yet.
Yeah, give me a second. I got a couple more swigs in me.
Oh boy.
So what's going on?
Nothing.
I figured I'd continue my streak here and call the Jew guy that wants to see Santa Claus.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, I just want to do it for, it's a festive holiday season, and as long as I can get a professional Santa on here for free, why not take the...
Hey, why not?
Why not?
All it costs you is a shot of whiskey.
Huh?
All it costs you is a shot of whiskey.
That is Maker's Mark, isn't it?
It is. We use it in our cookies.
Really? Now, what is Maker's Mark? Is it a whiskey?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a whiskey.
Because I've heard of Maker's
Yeah,
Mark.
it's Kentucky.
Huh?
Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, Santa likes the good stuff, huh?
Yeah, it goes down pretty damn easy. It's kind of scary.
Yeah. So how are you and Mrs. Claus getting along?
I don't know. Where is she? I think I have her doing, mowing the lawn and making my dinner and, massaging things.
Is Santa a misogynist?
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure,
What the hell's Bree showing there?
Have you met Joy here? Joy has been a new addition to our
I
program.
don't think I have. Hi, Joy.
Hello.
KFC in where?
He's in Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was going to China or something.
Next
No,
week.
Exotic, and then you see that.
Yeah, that will be next week.
Oh, okay.
No, in most of Asia, isn't KFC pretty much it?
Oh, it's huge. But actually, they have a lot of competition here now. Jollibee has Chicken Joy. People seem to love Jollibee. And we also have Texas Chicken.
Do
And
they
there's
have
Popeye's Chicken.
Kentucky Fried Egg rolls?
And from Indonesia, there's a company called Mary Brown. Mary Brown from Indonesia gives some competition.
Well, we have,
and we have RFC.
They got Komodo dragon
um,
tacos.
We have a Texas Chicken right up the street from here. So
Oh, what?
Texas Chicken.
Huh. Never heard of that one.
Yeah.
They got that down there, Charlie?
I've never heard of it. I live in Texas.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's
what
what
was
I'm
that thing
saying.
that says bubblegum wax?
Yeah.
Was that some place where they do waxing,
Yes.
but they
It's a
use
massage
but
parlor.
they use bubble gum?
Yeah. Bubblegum flavored wax.
What percentage of the population is English speaking there?
Wax therapies. Yeah.
Well, I'd say like it depends. It depends. It depends where you are. If you're in Kuala Lumpur, like I am, 70 to 80% are going to be able to, 60 to 70% are going to be able to talk to you.
Wow.
I always find it, strange because I often look at, countries that I may just looking at countries, but particularly in Asia where, the alphabet's completely different. And then they have these companies that are not American companies where the signs are in English, and it's like I always look it up, like
Yeah, like that.
percentage of English speakers there.
Well,
It's interesting.
all I know is when I went to China, they had something already at that point, something like 600 KFCs around the country. I mean, they were amazing how good KFC does in Asia.
Oh, it's gangbusters. There is now a lot of the Starbucks, well, they've been going down in their business, and the local one is called Zeus. They're winning. It's all because of the Gaza thing. People aren't going to Starbucks. Anybody that that they say is invested in sort of Israel and Gaza, they won't support. Remember 70% of the country, 70, it depends on where you are, and it's complicated.
It's Muslim.
Are local. Right.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well, when we were in China, we didn't go to the KFC. We had a chance to, and we just didn't. But I understand that they have duck, which is.
I hate duck.
It's.
I think I was a duck in a previous life because I can't eat duck.
Okay. Well, I'm not much for duck either. I'll tell you why I don't like duck. Years ago, my mother and father had a friend, and what he loved to do was go hunting. And he went out and he hunted duck. All right? And he brought back a couple of ducks for dinner. And my mother cooked up the duck. Oh, yummy. Okay, I'm ready for that. I'm a little kid. Hey, duck. We're going to have duck for dinner. And just as we're about ready to cut into the duck, the guy says, "Be careful. You might bite on a bullet."
Yeah, the shot.
Since then, I have never had duck.
Well, it puts lead in your body, you bite into a shotgun pellet, right?
Yeah, something like that. But anyway, so.
I'm not a big fan of duck. It tastes too much like cat.
When did you taste cat?
Yeah.
Never.
But he's eating pussy. Cat. Yeah. No.
Meow.
We missed the cat that we were babysitting for a couple of weeks. For cat sitting for, not babysitting, for about 5 days. And every time they bring the cat over, for about a week after the cat's no longer here, you think you see her out of the side of your view. Yeah, it's really strange. But anyway, there's a beautiful picture of Elon Musk sitting in the Oval Office. Have you seen this thing?
No.
Yeah. And then, of course, I don't know if you saw it yesterday, but we had, who's the guy that shot the executive, Chuck Mangione?
Luigi.
That's his uncle. Chuck is his uncle.
But Mangione.
We're already doing a show on that
Yeah.
dumb shit.
But they had, they showed him walking down, the pier from where they brought him in by helicopter or something. And he was walking along, and there were like 20 cops around him, 20 police around him. Now, this is one guy, okay? And he's got handcuffs on and the ankle bracelets and, the whole thing. He ain't going running anywhere. Why do you need 20 people around him?
Hey, there might be a CEO somewhere around.
And in the back, walking with him, was our mayor, Eric Adams. I guess he wanted to get hints from another possible felon about being in jail. Did you hear, by the way, that Eric Adams asked Trump for a pardon,
Yeah.
and Trump said no way?
I heard he asked Biden for one.
Huh?
I heard he
I
asked
heard it say no way.
No, he didn't have to
Biden.
buy one, but you know.
Biden, our president
Biden.
right now.
No, did he ask Biden?
Yeah,
Was it Biden or wasn't Trump?
wasn't Trump.
Okay. Well,
Hey,
next
it never hurts to ask, right?
huh?
It never hurts to ask, right?
It never hurts to ask. Well, this
I
guy.
didn't hear that Trump had ruled one out for Eric Adams. He said some very favorable things about it, saying that it was politically motivated because he agreed with some of Trump's immigration stances. And Trump came out and said, just a few days after he agreed with me on some important immigration things, he got indicted. Not a coincidence. All caps. You know.
What do you say? He what?
Trump's indicated that he will pardon the mayor of New York because he says they're only prosecuting him because he agrees with some of Trump's immigration policies.
Oh, really?
Tools working tools.
Yep.
And then maybe the mayor will tell the prosecutors there to stop badgering Trump.
Well, the prosecutors here won't stop badgering Trump. To begin with,
That doesn't hurt to have the mayor on your
to begin
side.
with, the district attorney here in New York City is under state jurisdiction. So, I mean, it's not like they can, you know.
They don't work for the mayor.
They don't work for
Those
the
will all
mayor.
be tossed or pleaded or figured out.
No,
or
they
whatever.
won't.
But
No,
they
they
won't.
no, they won't.
Let's see. Let's see.
The district attorney here in New York will not do that. He's
How long is he in office for?
that I don't know.
Musk just has to say drop it, or you're out.
Musk
And
has to
will,
say. Wait a minute.
Musk will put all of his leverage on. He'll say, "Where are you based? Where's your money come from?"
Do you mean Trump?
He'll buy that out.
No.
Musk has confiscatory amounts of money. Like we're talking control of trillions by what he says, you know. And money is, we're in a plutocracy. So if Musk decides to go to bat for Trump, forget it. It's over. Musk will win. Period. That's our system. So if Musk decides or Trump that he doesn't want this there, poof, it will disappear. It will go. Mark my words.
I'm not agreeing with you about New York. I think New York's pretty solidly feels it has been ripped off by Trump. You know, that he has taken advantage of us.
Well, that's going to be the whole country.
Yeah, it's going to be the whole country, right?
And it's his world. It's you're woken up. It's Trump's world right now. He is king. I don't think people understand. I mean, he literally could do. I mean, a lot of things he said were just kind of joke and fun, but he literally could do a lot of those things, and everybody would cheer him on.
Well, I'm looking for a place in this world I can go. So far, Portugal and Spain have my.
Portugal, yeah, go to Portugal or Ecuador.
Well, Ecuador's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't they have some problems down in Ecuador?
There's problems everywhere, but don't worry about it.
Yeah, but no, I hear Portugal's pretty nice.
Portugal is awesome.
Yeah. And if you're my age, they will just let me in and give me full everything, because I'm an old person.
Tough language to learn.
Yeah.
It's not a tough language to learn. It's about one step to the side of Spanish, actually.
Yeah.
In fact, I used to introduce a program on radio called The Portuguese Voice of Marin, and I had to do it in Portuguese. So
You're all set. They'll give you citizenship.
So at least I know how to say, welcome to the Voice of Marin, the Portuguese Voice of Marin. Here's your host, Agnel Clementino. I know how to say that in Portuguese. So,
They say that all the Californians are moving there. So it's just like the West Coast. They can still see the sunset over the ocean. just it's the Atlantic Ocean instead of the Pacific.
Yeah.
But there's a whole lot of Californians who have moved there.
Yeah. But
So many Singaporeans have moved to Perth in Western Australia. They call it Singa-Perth.
yeah. So anyway, Joy, what are you doing for the holiday season? Anything special?
No, probably working.
Just going to be working, huh?
But
I am.
never sleep, you know.
Yeah. And you do what again? At the present time,
I have a huge e-commerce site.
Huge
doing labels, and you know, and my crew will get inundated the next day, and
Really? How's it doing?
it's doing very well.
Really?
Really, I built this site 2017, and it took off.
Really? And what does it specialize in?
Vape.
What?
Vape.
Oh, vape.
Oh.
Oh, well, no wonder it does well.
Well, yeah.
So,
Yep.
so you just sell vape items, right?
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah. And, you know, the PACT Act, you know, made things very difficult for us with logistics. But thank you, Trump, for signing that shit in. But we lost a lot of our competition, too. So.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Oh, I'm glad.
I can show you. Vape is big here. There's a vape store right over there. I'll show it to you.
Well,
But Thailand, it's illegal.
we really don't have time.
Well,
Yes. What were
you guys
gonna-
got to watch the Rose Bowl parade because my daughter's going to be marching in it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Cool.
We're going to the Rose Bowl for the weekend.
Oh, who's playing this year?
Well, Oregon and whoever wins tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who is
The
playing
Ducks.
tomorrow?
The Ducks.
The Ducks. Yeah.
Who's playing
so-
tomorrow?
We're going down there. We're going to spend about 5 days down there, and
Mhm.
she's going to be in the parade. She's got about 10 different performances to do, and then she's got the parade starting at 3 a.m.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. And then we go to the game for the night.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Fly high.
I used to live in Pasadena.
I'm sorry.
You've undoubtedly been there.
Yep.
Yeah.
A
What
couple
do
of
you,
blocks of paradise in a shithole. Yeah.
what are you gonna do for Christmas? Anything, Charlie?
Nah, probably spend some time with my daughters with my grandson. Outside of that, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything you got lined up, Josh?
Nope.
Well, that was plain and simple. Joy, are you doing anything? Did I ask you already?
Yeah. We might be having a small party with friends on New Year's Eve, but other than that, no, nothing special. You know, just
Yeah.
same old, same old.
Yeah. And Josh,
You know, I don't have kids or anything, so you know.
Josh, you doing anything for Christmas or whatever?
No, just be here. I get done with this weekend, and I've got 2 weeks off, and I gonna start to work on that doctorate. So I got to get ahead on that. I
Wow.
already have my material, so
So you're
Yeah,
on
go to the club.
you're on
I'll
your
start working because sometimes you get busy and you can't get to things. So you always got to work ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And yes, Alan.
I'm not doing anything for Christmas other than getting on the Alex Bennett show.
Yeah, well, I'm not doing a show on Christmas. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. This has got to be really quick.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, Don.
Oh, come on. 1 minute.
Hello, Don.
Unless he's pulling a file folder out.
What are you doing for Christmas? Are you coming over here?
I thought you and Margie are coming here. You're invited.
Oh, okay. Okay. You gonna have any food or anything like that?
No food.
What?
So it's just gonna be a pretty boring evening staring at each other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you weren't even here.
Well, okay. Well, I want to wish you a very happy holiday season.
And the same. Thank you very much.
And we're off, for the next couple of weeks. But you can always call 1 minute before you think we're almost over. Hey, I gotta go. I gotta go. Hey, everybody.
Wait, you didn't tell us what you're doing for Christmas.
Oh, nothing. Nothing. Really nothing. We have nothing planned at all. But New Year I will be here. Marjorie won't be because she says I'm not going to stay awake that long. So.
Hey, that's a remarkable impression. She must be so proud.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, Santa. And thanks to Don Giller. You people have been the light of my life over the last year, and I thank you for participating in the program, and hopefully we'll keep going. Everybody give a big wave goodbye, and I'll give a big wave goodbye at you, okay? As we say goodbye to our citizen panel for the last day of the year, okay? And thank you. Well, that'll be it, actually. We'll see you Monday, actually. But in the meantime, you have Amy Manuel, who is next with The Intersection, and then we'll see you again on Monday for our last show of anything for the year except for the New Year's thing. And you have a nice Christmas and have a nice New Year. And if I don't see you before then, as always, if you see her, tell her I love her, okay? Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for joining us.